I've never made infinite ranking in Marvel Snap. We are 1 point away right now. Fingers crossed. Hope we're doing it this game. If not, I'm on an upward trend, so I think I can get it done. But you know how it is. Sometimes you'll go down like 5. Electra there. I usually save Electra because I like to Viper. I like to Viper Ebony Maw, but recently with my current deck comp, I don't think it really matters. So I've been less concerned about that. I want to put Star-Lord and Storm, hopefully places they're not really going. That Silk's going to move a lot. Move decks are scary because I'm a control deck. So anytime Silk moves, it could really mess with the way I've set things up. We're going to hope to draw Drax this turn. If we draw Drax... Ooh. Well, how fun. I would normally snap, but we only need 1 cube. So there's no reason to snap. I only care. We drew Drax. I usually put Drax on my own spot, but this is an 8. They need a 6 card to beat it. Of course, if I put this here, I more guarantee it from Silk. But I could win both if I go here, but Silk still just beats this area. So we're going to take the... might be a mistake, but we're going to just take a guaranteed-ish win over here. Okay. We would be winning here and winning here, but when Silk moves, we would have been losing either one of them. I like having each to guaranteed here. This is pretty much game. There's very few cards that can meet with Gamora in power level. Of course, maybe it's Niv. Oh, hi, Jeff. Don't. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, we still just win. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Snap away. I'm going to snap too. Let's celebrate. Yes. Let us go. Game. 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 Oh. Let us. Your ink will not be. Well, we are in the top 60,000 people in the world. It only took me 133 hours to reach my goal in Marvel Snap. Okay, this is future Joseph. After the credits, Joseph. Just want to give you a breakdown of how this deck works. The goal of this deck is to cut off lanes for the opponent. So normally I want to cut off 1 or 2 lanes so that in the final round we're only dealing with 1 lane. And then capitalize that by using heavy hitters like Gamora, Drax, Magneto in that 1 lane. To do this, I want to close down lanes early and hopefully, preferably, win those. My first option for early lane closer comes on turn 3. It's playing Ebony Maw, then Viper. With Ebony Maw vipered onto the opposing player's side, they can no longer play cards in that lane. That makes it very easy to get a win in that lane. I just need to throw a Drax down. Though preferably, instead of like throwing Drax down, I have Electra and Killmonger that can just kill the Ebony Maw, meaning my Viper can win the lane by herself. So this is a 4-card little grouping that does a lot of work for me when it does come out. Recently, I've been more often than killing Ebony Maw, I've just been overpowering him, which makes me consider removing Electra and Killmonger for other cards, maybe Groot or just other Groot and Rocket are a consideration. They match a lot of what my deck's doing, but there's a lot of other options, maybe just a heavy hitter that could overpower Ebony Maw. In your deck, you may consider something like that. Storm does what these 4 cards do in shutting down a lane and winning it by herself. Preferably, I will Storm then Drax, but if I can't do that, Polaris might be able to help me win the Storm lane, or a Star-Lord the turn before I play Storm can also really help me win that lane. So I'm trying to win these lanes. I'm trying to do these great things. Professor X is my late game lane ender. Sometimes it doesn't even matter if I win with Professor X. I just take the risk. If it's a 1/3 chance, a 2/3 chance, as long as it's not a very low chance of winning the lane, like it's a guaranteed loss, it's worth it. Hopefully I've already won 1 lane, completely locked down, and now I can just throw the Professor X out, lock down another lane, and force them to operate on the last lane, which is where sorry if I mispronounced this, Alioth becomes the star of my deck. Since at this point in the game my goal is for there to be only 1 lane, Alioth just kills whatever they put out there. Now, if there's 2 lanes left, all I have to do is look and I see, okay, well, if I win this lane, it's a guaranteed win. I can be bound down by 4 and still win. And Alioth just removes their options. And that's all I've been doing all game is removing their options. And then on their final turn, it feels very satisfying to not even give them a chance to flip that last card over.